It's the 10th, I think, of May. And I wanted to show you the finished computer product that I was working on. And it's really hot outside, so I'm not going to stay in here too long. But I am going to show you the finished product because it's all done. So let's start by looking at the front of the computer now that I have brought some additional light sources in with me so we can focus on this. Okay? Now, the front of the computer case has a CDRW on the top. Has a DVD-ROM on the bottom. Unfortunately, it does not work. Sorry. This one below here, can't really see because it's all fogging up because of moisture, is a tape drive, and the other one down below that is empty, and of course you got a floppy. As I mentioned before, this is an AT case that has been modified for an ATX motherboard. How is it modified? Well, first of all, the on-off switch, push-on, push-off, has been replaced by a momentary switch. These two connections to hook up the reset and the key lock right now are not being used. They will be eventually. It came out of a compact dimension 66. Down here on the bottom, you probably can't see it too well. I'm going to try to get down here so you can see it better. You got your two USB ports, and you got a headphone jack right here. So that allows you to use the thing so you can listen to music. That was modified by cutting the case in the front. Unfortunately, some of the plastic pieces broke, but that's unfortunate. That's the way it is. So let's talk about the back of the case, because that was a part of the case that had to be modified, and then I'll show you the insides, which isn't really that exciting. Oh, okay. The back of the case is pretty much what you would think for an ATX. Okay, you got your standard ATX backplate that was cut into this plastic metal. Unfortunately, I didn't cut a very straight line. It was my first experience with a cutoff wheel, so I kind of fumbled the ball a few times. I have in here a SCSI card, and I have, of course, the fan for the power supply and everything like that. It's, you know, I gotta put a few more slot covers on. I'm missing about 5 of the suckers. So I need about 5 slot covers to put on here. No, 4 slot covers. Okay, so then I opened up the case. I took the screws out of the top case so I could show you the innards of this case. And so let me get this, slide this cover off and slide it this way. Here. I'm only showing the inside because some people are naturally nosy. Okay? Okay. Now, this is the reason I saved the case in the first place. Okay? Unfortunately, this light is really bright. It's one of the studio lights. So let me see if I can try to diffuse it a bit here. Alright. Now, this is the back of the SCSI drive, the SLR4. Yes, or SLR5. Yes, that's reads QIC 6250 tape, so I was very lucky. Here is a standard 3.5-inch ATA hard drive. It's a 7200 RPM. It's running nice and cool. I was going to be putting some cheetahs in here. My thing is that cheetahs are really hot running. This is the SCSI cables. There are 2 of them here. I got the standard 50-pin beast. It's got way more wire on it than I need. Then I have the half-pitch 68 with built-in terminator, so you can see, you can plug in your, and of course the card I'm using out here, you can see it is an At-atx AHA 2940UW. It only has a single channel but it has both the connectors on it for both kinds of interfaces. Up here, you can probably hear the fan's power supply. For some reason, from the power, not the power, the processor's fan is kind of, some of his bearings are starting to go bad, and I need to fix that. Right now it's spinning, it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. The case's board was so small that only 2 out of the 3 screw posts matched up. The rest of them are just too dang small. So I put a piece of insulated plastic behind the board to keep it from shorting out against the other post that's still on the board. And that's pretty much it. This is the original Dell Dimension 6500 ATX power supply that we're using here. And that's pretty much it, really. Does it work? Yeah. Does it still got video problems? Yeah. But for what I'm using it for, it's really not that big of a deal. By the way, the processor here, I still need to get some good heatsink for it because it still runs a little bit on the warm side. Right now it's kind of calmed down a lot because you can see it's blowing here pretty good. Let's see if I can... ouch! Just bear with me, folks. I feel like Houdini here. Yep, definitely it's a fan. Okay. So anyway, that's the innards of this case, and it was a fun it was a fun modification. It really was. I mean, I got a chance to take the best of all the cases I had access to and combine the features in. So this one here has 4 internal 3.5-inch hard drive spots. It has a 4 5.25-inch hard drive spots, 2 half heights, 1 full height. I'm going to be going with an LTO tape drive, and I'm going to be moving things around, and then put that in here too. So I'll have the SLR and the LTO. And I'm thinking about going with a dual channel controller, because I have 2 more PCI slots in here, so that I can have LTO one drive controller will be its own independent bus. As far as installing Cheetah hard drives in here, the biggest problem with the Cheetahs is they get really, really hot, and I don't really know if that's going to be what I want to do. It's just too hot. These things are just, Cheetahs are just, giant blow torches. I mean, they're really, really warm. This is a 7200 RPM drive here at the top. It's warm, but it's not so hot that you can cook an egg on it. Cheetahs, I can tell you right now, get very warm, and the early ones, you could literally burn yourself. So, that's the reason why I'm not sure what I'm going to do. And since this is a handheld shot, you can't help that with the camera angles either. So anyway, that's it for now. I thought I would show you the case and how it was done and how it's finished and how it works. It works good. Alright, bye-bye.